Hello, everybody, and welcome back to part 3 of Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. And I do apologize for the way how I'm about to sound for the next couple of recording sessions. I think I've been sick with a minor flu, which is why no videos have been, basically uploaded. I will say I do have a couple of gameplay videos for Kingdom Hearts already on my laptop. Just gotta get to that point where I gotta have the voice for it, so bear with me. But anyway, last time we got introduced at Traverse Town towards the tail end of the video. Now we're in Traverse Town. There's a bunch of new people, bunch of new faces, bunch of everything's new to Sora. And so now, why don't we just start exploring, getting our bearings, First things first, what you want to do is just go ahead and talk to the townspeople, really, get a lay of the land, get a little bit more lore information. Basically, Traverse Town is gonna be your main hub for, anything that you want. Censuses, side questing stuff, if you want to buy a couple of quick items real quick, come back to Traverse Town, new weapons. It's basically your hub world before you leave for your major thing. Anyway, Traverse Town is split up into 3 major districts, as people have been saying. This is the first district that we're in. But before you proceed, there's a little cutscene here that that the game really wants you to actually be go ahead into the accessory shop first before you go ahead. Now, you are free to continue and go right ahead and continue on and not go into the accessory shop, but it's heavily required that, the game's pushing you to go that way. So, there's that. Trying to show off that you can actually get on top of this roof real quick, that guy is actually not really bothering you. He's actually doing a horrible job. But if you get on top of this roof over here, and if you walk over to the other side, there's going to be a little chest right here that you can open up for a postcard. Postcards are pretty much a mini collectible within Traverse Town. There are about 10 of them in each. Well, 10 of them in total, not in each world. I almost said 10 of them in each world. That would have been funny. But yeah. If you find all 10, basically they get all good items. So you can get a good portion of postcards within your first visit, excuse me. So just be on the lookout for that, basically. Explore. Anyway, we're gonna get introduced to a brand new character. This guy is Sid! Specifically Sid Highwind from Final Fantasy VII, if I'm correct in saying that. I might be wrong. I might be correct. Actually, I am correct. That is Sid from Final Fantasy VII. There's a lot of different Sids in the Final Fantasy verse. Come to think of it, I don't think he was in Final Fantasy 15. I could be wrong. No, there's a variation of Sid. Sydney, There's always some kind of Sid within the Final Fantasy verse, so that's always a recurring thing to see. But this Sid specifically is from Final Fantasy VII. Anyway, once you're done exploring, talking to Sid, everything, you are now encouraged to go over to the second district, where things are going to happen. Things are going to happen. Hey, that guy looks familiar. Never mind. We just saw him in the first district. How did he walk right by us, I got questions. Also, a new type of heartless that I don't have to explain yet. Or do a bio for, which is pretty cut. It's simple. We'll get into those guys soon. Yeah, but the creatures that attack Sora are now in this world too. They are tracking him. They're following him. If I haven't said it before, these guys are shadows. I think I've already said it in episode 1 and 2, so you guys know the gist of what they drop and everything, so I don't have to redo it again. But in order to progress within Traverse Town, what you have to do is at least defeat 5 enemies, and then you can progress with the story. However, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be the one to explore every nook and cranny of Traverse Town. And just be hey, because I want to be thorough. Jump up there, you get yourself another postcard, which is nice. Always nice to have. But, yeah, at this point you are very well within your reins to, just continue with the story, or you can explore. It's up to you, really. I highly recommend that you kind of explore a little bit, get a lay of the land a little bit, make yourself a little bit stronger, there's no harm, no foul. EXP grinding, especially this early on. I actually know someone who actually spent their time in Traverse Town just grinding off of the shadows and the new Heartless that we're gonna get to soon, the soldiers, and within 1 and 2. And I'm like, well, you know, you are strong enough to actually progress with the story, but no, they actually made it a decent way to, like, I want to say level 77. And that's impressive because I don't have the dedication for that. I sit here and I think about it sometimes. I'm like, do I really have that dedication to, like, sit here and grind for hours on end about something? About, like, you know, even in the early areas, I don't have a desire to do any of that. So, I really don't. But, you know, it is there, you know. It is cool to know that you can really just take your time and grind and feel like if you're a decent amount level, you can actually, you know, move on with the plot. I'm at a loss for words, I'm sorry. But, yeah, while we're here exploring the world, I guess, I can talk about how I felt when I first got to Traverse Town, when I first played Kingdom Hearts. So, to me, Traverse Town is more of a home feeling. It's kind of like homey in a way. It's like, the music is kind of like that chill, welcoming kind of tone. You know, sure, you're in a strange place, but there's something about it that just kind of feels like you're at home, you know? And then I also was also like fighting Heartless, but pretty much I just kind of felt home, you know? And then I got excited when I saw Donald and Goofy. They were like looking for me, which we should probably get into soon. We're gonna probably get into it soon. I'm trying to remember here. I'm trying to remember if... Yep, here it is. That was the cutscene that triggered it. There we go. So look, every time this kind of happens every time. Donald and Goofy will be in your last location that you left. So like I went to the hotel, they came out of the first district area. Now I'm gonna go into the alleyway real quick and see if they come out of the hotel. They're looking for Leon and they're looking for me too. So it's kind of cute that Donald and Goofy are just looking for me. And then it was like, I was kind of like trying to find them, always trying to find them. I was always in a rush trying to find them and everything. Being like, listen, where you guys at? I'm trying to find you guys. And no matter where I was, they would always appear in like areas that I've already been to. It's kind of neat. So, I like that. Yeah, that's Traverse Town, really. Traverse Town is kind of just, you know, imposing, big. I don't want to go too far, really, because I could explore the 3rd district if I wanted to, but I think I'm at a decent enough point to where I can, like, you know... Excuse me for the sniffle, by the way. Oh, man, I'm sorry. I had really, like I said, I really have bad sniffles, so I don't like the sniffle when I'm recording, but, you know, it can't help it. The 1st district is not safe. If you go back, once you fight the enemies, the only safe place is where you saved at. So, you can now fight, like, the Heartless in the 1st district. You're still required to defeat 5 enemies and then go talk to Sid, be like, oh, hey, that's your progression point. Now, there is a way you can actually soft lock yourself. I want to say you can soft lock yourself. I'm not entirely sure, though, like, at what progression point it is, but, like, there's a certain point in sequence of events that kind of breaks the order of things. And I think it's here that you can kind of like break the sequence, but, you know, I'm not going to really do that. In a future episode, I'll show off a glitch that I recently found. Anyway, the trigger for the next cutscene is to let Sid just, you know, say, hey, haven't found him, keep your chin up, and that triggers the next cutscene. Here in the accessory shop, though, don't buy anything. I don't think it's worth it, and you're gonna get, like, better drops anyway, so I honestly don't see a point in doing anything. Anyway, you can save and then step outside for your next fight.
And they'll keep on coming at you, as long as you continue to wield the Keyblade. But why? Why would it choose a kid like you?
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Never mind.
Yeah, what's that supposed to mean?
Now,
I want to know.
Let's see that Keyblade.
I want to know.
What? There's no way you're getting this.
All right. Then have it your way.
Oh boy. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome! This is Leon! I have his information up there from Cage Guides, and once again you can pause and read his description, see what he gives you. Leon is a fight that you are supposed to lose, but it is possible that you can beat him. And I'm going to show you how in this gameplay. First things first, what I like to do and what I kind of recently found out is that if you get the high ground over Leon, he'll kind of walk to your position slowly, and then he'll try to jump at you. When he jumps in the air, that's when you go for combo. So I'm trying to show that off right here. If you will work with me, there you go. He's going to jump right now. There you go. I kind of missed the combo, but that's kind of what you're supposed to really do. Get the high ground and just stay on this platform. He'll chase you, you know. What you kind of don't want to do is be directly in front of him because he has like a huge fireball and everything, and that fireball hurts. The fireball hurts a lot. He also take like wide swings at you, and it hurts a lot. So like right there, took a good chunk of my health off right there. So it's okay if you lose the fight. It kind of helps to have stun impact. It kind of stunts him a little bit real quick. You get a quick couple of pot shots in them, you know. But yeah, this is kind of the method that I just recently learned now. Is stay on the high ground, get the high ground, get a couple of air combos on him. Boom, it's easy. I don't know what he's doing here, though. He seems to be lost. Like, Leon, you good? Homie, you good? I'm kind of confused. I'm like, why is he not chasing me? There he is. Now he's just jumping on the wall, shooting fireballs, whatever. I think I'm just trying to figure out what is he doing here. Like, I'm trying to get him to, like, leap at me. But I don't think he wants to leap. I think he wised up to my tricks right there. And so he's just going to stay there. Yeah, he's just kind of stuck there. I was kind of lost right here. And you're kind of looking at me being confused. I'm like, I'm trying to get him to, like, jump up. He doesn't want to jump up, but I also don't want to move from that spot because I have a good position in. And it's like, what are we doing here? So he's kind of just shooting his fireballs at me. He's kind of just... I don't know what we're doing here. We're playing chicken. We're playing chicken. So I'm like, I'm going to get close to him, see if that works, you know. Also, where did everybody go? I know everybody went inside because of the Heartless, but, you know. It begs the question, where did everyone go? Did they run to the houses or something? I know there's not many houses within the first district, but I'm like, where did they go? Where are they hiding? Are they all hiding inside the accessory shop? That would be, like, you know, a good question. Also, I'm finna die here. Let me heal up. I don't want to die.
Come on.
Yeah, Leon hits hard, but you are able to beat him. And once you do beat him, at the end of this world, you do get a gift from him. However, if you don't beat him, like I said, you are able to lose this fight, and it is okay if you lose the fight.
You're slipping, Leon.
Yuffie! Hello, Yuffie! Which is her
like
Kingdom
things
Hearts
are worse
design,
than
which
we
is
thought.
kind of close. I don't think Yuffie was supposed to really be in the Final Fantasy part of the Final Fantasy crew that we're going to see in these cutscenes. By the way, the next few scenes are going to be cutscene heavy. Specifically, this scene right here. This was a recently added addition to the Final Mix version of Kingdom Hearts. This is not in the base game. I kind of wish, you know. At first, it was kind of cool witnessing this, and it was like, oh my god, Riku's fine. But then it's like, once you play the game, you kind of realize, you know, you beat the game, and then you realize where Riku's at, and it was like, oh my god, he landed here? It makes sense, knowing the lore and implications of how he got there and everything. Riku is in a place that we will get to so much later in the game. Just for now, it's kind of if you know what these platforms are and you know where this is, it's kind of good. And you got to see how this relationship is forming, which I'm not going to spoil much of anything right now, but it is, you know, pretty interesting though. Anyway, like I was saying before, this part of the game is very cutscene heavy. A lot of lore is going to be dropped onto you. So I'll try not to talk through it too much. But if I do talk through it, I apologize. But this is more important things that you have to know about the lore implications of the story and where the story is going and whatnot. But let me get through my facts real quick. At least my little fact. So Yuffie, I don't think Yuffie was supposed to be part of the Final Fantasy group here that you see. You know, with Aerith. That's Aerith, by the way. Not this one. This is Kairi. This is Kairi. Let's talk about the past cutscene. That was Aerith. You know, please don't get me. Don't say I'm a fake fan. Please don't say I'm a fake fan. Last cutscene was Aerith. This is Kairi. Now this is Yuffie. In about 3, 2, 1, I'm the Great Ninja Yuffie. Huh? There you go.
I think
Yuffie.
you might have overdone it, Squall.
I think they were supposed to replace Yuffie with Riku. Riku is that's Riku with 2 Ks. One of the.
It turns out that's how they were.
Well, now I guess in Kingdom Hearts 2, they're one of the fairies that you see in Cage 2.
But it won't work.
But I guess it would be too confusing with our main Riku with 1K. So yeah. Her design is actually pretty neat, though. I will say I like the design of Yuffie.
Well,
you know, I think they took more inspiration from Final Fantasy X and just gave it to Yuffie, which is pretty good, which I like. I like the design. Anyway, this is the exposition part. I'm sorry, I'll keep quiet now. I'll add in some of my 10 cents here, you know.
They've been secret.
But basically what's happening is,
until now,
you know, you're going to get the lore exposition about the Keyblade and the Heartless and World, a lot of what makes Kingdom Hearts is going to be dropped here, you know.
Those without hearts.
And I like the way how they made the cutscenes interact with each other, you know. It's kind of cool.
And there is darkness within every heart.
Hey, have you heard of someone named Ansem?
Ansem?
He was studying the heart.
Ansem? I like the way how Goofy just said that, you know. Ansem?
Gosh, can we see it?
Its pages are scattered everywhere. Scattered? Too many worlds.
Oh, then maybe the king went to find them.
Yes.
This case in point,
exactly.
Goofy is the smartest character in the entire Kingdom Hearts universe. I'm sorry, I'm just saying it. Goofy's just the smartest character within Kingdom Hearts. We get it. He's Goofy, but Goofy continues to say some of the smartest things within this game. Like, you'll see as we go along. Goofy, he has his moments, but he's just... Goofy's fun. Goofy's fun. Goofy is smart also.
Well, I didn't ask for this.
The Keyblade chooses its master, and it chose you.
So, tough luck.
How did all this happen? I remember being in my room. Wait a minute. What happened to my home? My island? Riku! Kairi!
You know what?
I feel bad.
I really don't know.
And I kind of like that moment right there, too, with Leon confiding in Sora, saying that he just doesn't know where his friends are. That's like him being honest. After all the knowledge he just dropped on us, you know, oh God, this image right here, God, I've seen this image everywhere. Like, yo, like, Yuffie, you don't have to be saying stuff like that. But yeah, this is, they're teaching us that the Keyblade can now open chest with like little locks on it too. We were also told that if you stay in the hotel room, you would get something neat from the employee, the hotel employee. But first, let's open up this chest and let's see if I actually do it or not. Get an elixir. Elixirs replace your HP and MP. I almost said MP and HP. I almost flipped it. But yeah, we were told that if we stay in the hotel room, to hit the clock several times. What you want to do is like match the clock hands to the paintings. They have certain times on it, and if you get like if you match it, you get a little thing. Once you do like all 3 of them, a chest will appear. Boom! You get a Mithril. I don't think this is one of those missable chests, but you know, it's nice to know that it's there. If you try to leave the room, however, Leon will scold you for a little bit. So you're kind of like trapped here. You're kind of trapped. Just can't sit still. No, Leon, I can't sit still. I gotta go. I want to fight. I gotta do things. I want to do this. I want to fight. I got to do it. I got to because I got to. Think of this as an adventure, Yuffie. No, this is not an adventure. Ooh, that phrase right there. That right there. That right there is phrased horribly, Yuffie, and I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah, as you can see, just showing off the times and whatnot, what you gotta do. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for this episode of Kingdom Hearts. Again, I'm sorry for the delay of an episode, or that it might have been a little bit of a wait. Again, I'm kind of recovering, so forgive me for the next few videos if my voice does sound not that great. But next time, we're going to be fighting for our lives, the fight of our life. But that's next episode, this time. So if you enjoyed, leave a like, drop a comment, and I'll see you all for the next one, for the next part. Take it easy, take care, and golly, we're just getting started. See you guys then.